Emotions are born from thoughts. The Buddha called this papanka, mental proliferation. The Buddha taught that the mind doesn't suffer because of what happens, but because of the story it creates after it happens. This mental storytelling is called papanka, meaning exaggeration, overthinking, imagining, replaying, adding meaning, creating fear, anger, or sadness from a simple event. For example, a thought appears. I made a mistake, the mind multiplies it. I'm a failure, people will judge me. I'll never succeed, emotion follows. Anxiety, shame, hopelessness. The Buddha explained that your suffering grows from thoughts that multiply like vines. Thoughts shape feelings. This is the heart of Buddhist psychology. The Buddha said, with our thoughts we create our world. Dhammapada. This means, if you think fearful thoughts, you feel fear. If you think angry thoughts, you feel anger. If you think compassionate thoughts, you feel calm. Emotion is not random, it's the echo of a thought. This is why the Buddha emphasized mindfulness of our thought patterns. Mental habits. The inner talk that fuels emotion. If you don't like what you're feeling, look at what you're thinking. This is exactly what Buddhist meditation teaches. In meditation, the Buddha told disciples to observe the mind like this. 1. A thought arises. 2. Notice it, sati. See its nature, anicca, impermanence. Or don't attach to it, anatta, not self. Let it pass, viraga, fading away. When you step back and watch the thought, you stop feeding it. The emotion weakens because its fuel is gone. This is why mindfulness reduces suffering. It interrupts the cycle. It prevents emotional momentum. It separates you from the noise of your mind. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. The Buddha made a powerful distinction. Primary pain, inevitable. This is the pain of illness, loss, aging, disappointment, physical discomfort. This cannot be avoided. Secondary pain, optional, created by the mind. This is the suffering created by resistance, fear, rumination, replaying the past, imagining the future, mentally arguing with reality. The Buddha described it as being struck by the second arrow. The first arrow is life. The second arrow is our thoughts about it. We cannot stop the first arrow, but we can stop shooting the second one. You suffer much less when you disengage from your thoughts. To disengage means stop believing every thought. Stop arguing with inner narratives. Stop identifying with fears and stories. Stop feeding mental images with attention. The Buddha taught that when you observe the mind without clinging, emotions lose intensity, thoughts fade, suffering weakens, clarity arises, peace returns, he said. When one sees the thought arise, remain and fade, one becomes free. Freedom comes not from changing life, but from changing how you relate to your mind. In essence, according to the Buddha, thoughts create emotions. Emotions come from the stories the mind builds. Pain is part of life, but suffering comes from mental clinging. By stepping back and seeing thoughts as passing events, you reduce your suffering. Freedom begins when you stop identifying with your thinking. This is the heart of mindfulness and the foundation of liberation.